I have never met a single person who did not have soul loss. Not one. That is just how corrosive our culture is. Our culture is hostile to soul. It's not indifferent to it, it is hostile. Our soul has to struggle to survive in this culture. Now, happily, we're starting to see a change in this, but for the most part, it remains hostile. For many patients, clients, even if they're not into shamanism, the idea that a part of them had been missing or gone and has come back is tremendously healing. 3 or 4 of my clients have mentioned to me that their therapists have started to take shamanic training because of this, because they see the value in it. Many of the clients I have in therapy have grown up with parents who have rejected them emotionally. If children have always had to protect either their parents or themselves against their parents, all the power that should have been used for their own development is lost and given instead to the parents. The child's resources are used by others faster than the child can produce them. Such a child's loneliness is felt as a great sorrow. In some life situations, the lie cannot cover the fact, which has always been true, that the parents have not been able to give love and protection to the child. And these episodes lead to trauma. So something happens and the child isn't even aware that this dynamic is going on. They are being robbed of their childhood and they don't even know it. They, out of love for their parents, are sending all their love to their parents. They want them to be well, not realizing that that is energy that should have been coming to them for their own development. For this work, the soul retrieval is a wonderfully effective tool for giving the power back to the child. Many of the people I work with are extremely exhausted and resigned after a long life of having produced energy only for the benefits of others. A soul retrieval gives them their energy back, and in such a way that we can work together and the maturation is able to develop naturally. You know what? You come back and you're angry, that's something, that is life. But if you're going through life numb and empty and guilt all the time, that's not life, and it's very hard to work with that. Anger we can work with. We've got somebody here. We've got a little child who now realizes they got robbed. We're not gonna sit around and blame mom and dad. Most of the time, mom and dad are just doing what they know what to do, maybe what was done to them, and they don't know any better. But we brought that child back and say, hey, we're gonna heal this thing ourselves. And that's tremendously healing and empowering. I want to stress this also. This is work, and you have to put the work in, you have to put the time in, but it will pay such amazing dividends. You're retrieving parts of yourself that left 20, 30, 40 years ago. This is so important. Spend some time with this. We're going to introduce you to a couple of techniques called journeying and soul retrieval. Click here to learn more.